didn't you tell me this when I was growing up? I didn't think it was important. I really stress that now as an adult, telling young people, ask questions, tell the kids, who they are, where they come from. And so the Yakis, now, they play a flute, but it's not like this. However, there are Yakis that play plain-style flutes. Alex Maldonado is one, and he is from, I think, Arizona. And you can look him up on the internet, and he makes flutes, and he's also a performer who plays these instruments. Anyways, that's kind of sort of how I came to be of mixed heritage, mixed culture. So it's very interesting to walk 3 different worlds for me and stuff, growing up in Southern California. So I've lived in the state of Washington for 15 years or so, and there's so much culture here, it's unbelievable to me. So I'm very grateful and blessed that I can be here, and also be here at this time, at this place, and share a little bit with who I am with you. Okay, now getting started on the flutes. Okay, you can hold the flute. Huh? Oh, a couple more, okay. Yeah, and like I said, I wanted to share with you who I was simply because my last name is Ali. People go, huh? And then of course I get people that go, oh, like Muhammad? I go, sure. Yeah. For that generation, I guess I could be honored saying, well, that's an honor, because Cassius Clay, or also known as Muhammad Ali, a very famous boxer. But I'm not related to him in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so please start by putting if you're right-handed, your left 3 fingers on the top 3 holes, and your right hand 3 fingers on the bottom 3 holes. And put the pads of your fingers, lay them gently on the holes, not the ends like this. Like this. You put your fingers on the flute like this. Just like that. Lay them flat.
Gotta leave this open, right?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, let's see how that is. Let me fix that for you. Because this center doesn't. It's not supposed to move. The little block on there. It's supposed to stay. The edge of the block of wood has to stay lined up with the edge of this in order to work right. All it does is direct the air. There we go. And so these
right to the edge.
To the edge, yes. And you don't have to worry about the holes at the very bottom. Once again, those holes are for tuning.
The holes open.
That stays open, right? It doesn't cover it over. It just stays open. And so because you can tell that my block looks different than your block, and it doesn't matter how big or small it is. All it is for is to direct the air, and that's it. So before we start blowing, I know. That's part of being Yaki. We like to talk a lot. So you lay your fingers flat over the holes. And like I said, and we're going to get to the blow part here in a second, so give me a second here. If it squeaks like this, that means you're not covering the hole all the way. If it squeaks. So this is what I want you to do before you start blowing. One more thing, I usually have somebody help me with this. Another flute player. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to do it first, and it's going to be very, very simple and very slow. Very simple. Just going up and down the scale and keeping that finger covering that 3rd hole from the top. Okay, let's do it together.
We always keep that covered.
Always keep it covered. I've seen people are just kind of putting their fingers at random anywhere. No. Okay, that's good. That's good. Got it. You know what? I'll tell you what. No, it sounds good. It sounds good. But I'm watching people, and instead of going up, I'm watching the fingers. Instead of doing this, I'm seeing this. It's just up and down. That's how you get started. You know, and honestly, for me, I was in front of the mirror when I was learning how because I wanted to see where my fingers were going and stuff. So it's very, very simple. So people start going, people will, you know, they'll training that finger to stay on that hole is kind of tough if you're not used to it, you know. So it's just an up and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then instead of. No, that's not playing the instrument. That's not playing the instrument. That's just playing and all that. So the one thing about this, though, the very one thing about this instrument is very individual. You're not going to sound like me. I don't want you to sound like me. You are going to sound like you because you all carry this within you in here. And think about this too. Don't think about this as just a piece of wood with holes in it. It was a tree. It was alive. And your breath is sacred. We all know that. It gives you life. So you bring this back to life when you play it. So although we can have fun and enjoy it too, but think about the tree that used to stand tall, and now you bring that spirit back to life when you blow your breath through it. So I will go up and down the scale again. Very simple. I know I was watching your fingers. You were kind of going a little random. That's okay. No problem. Because you know what? That's how we all learn. That is how we all learn. I don't expect anybody, you know, to pick it up that quickly. But some of you might have that natural instinct. Okay, everybody, try that. Up, just go up the scale. Come on back down the scale. Does anybody have any questions or having any trouble? Because I can't hear. I mean, it all sounds good. It all sounds good. This is why all the flutes are in the same key, too. This is why we don't want to go different keys. Because it would be crazy. So it sounds good. One of the other things I want to show you, and let me show you so you have to cut it off.
Why don't we all start at once?
Well, that would be good, and that's a great idea. You're hired. A couple of little tricks as you're learning how to play this instrument, because everybody blows differently, is you can pronounce the letter T. Yes?
First key, it goes octaves up and down, octaves, it goes up higher, and then it comes down low. What I'm doing makes
Let me just hear you. Okay, let me give you a different flute because that might be.
well, but it
Yeah, everybody doing it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Try blowing. I don't know how hard you're blowing, but not so hard. Just a little softer. There you go.
but then I don't know why it does that. Is that going too hard?
Maybe you're blowing too hard, or the flute's just being temperamental. I don't know. It could be, but if it keeps doing it, let me know, then I'll just give you another one. One of the things that we learn how to play is you can make different sounds. And so by pronouncing the letter T, ta, ta, ta. I don't want you to do it yet. Ah. And then also the ringing of the tongue. Something like that, you know. So, anyways, I like her idea about starting off at the same time. So, because everybody was kind of going a little crazy. So, and that's okay. That's okay. Oh, quiet. Wow. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Because I want to start everybody off at the same time. Your flutes need adjusting or anything's going on? No? Okay. All right. We'll start at the same time. I'll lead it. We're going to go up and then down. Okay, remember that hole stays covered. The third one down from the top stays covered all the time. And then somebody did ask, and I'll show you, maybe they came in late or something, why we don't play that sound, that flute or that hole for now. Because it throws you off. You're trying to do this,